Hey there, YouTubers. Just a quick follow-up here on yesterday's review of the Light My Fire Mora Swedish Fire Knife. I'm going to actually light a fire here real quick. And what we're going to use for making the fire, the tinder I got here, is just some packing material that comes up at the Fruit of the Month Club. And a super dry, super thin wood shavings. And I actually use this in my fire kit to, one, start fires, and the other thing you keep it around for is that it fills in the dead spaces in the tin there, so nothing jiggles around, nothing moves. So let's get right to her here. Basically, when you're using the fire steel, if you've done this and you know, well, you can probably stop the video. You've probably played with something very similar, but basically it's just a ferro rod and steel, and you're just scraping the rod against the steel. What I find works really well here, blade away from myself, is I anchor with my strong hand. I anchor the knife into the ground, and then I pull the rod away from the knife. That way, I found that when you strike towards that, now I'm going to push this away. I have much better luck when I anchor and I pull away. And Goo Dog doesn't like the sparks, so sometimes it takes a couple shots because you got to get that temperature up in there. But it usually goes within the first few. There she goes. So just that simple. Doesn't take much to get this stuff going. Depends on what your tinder is to how easily you can get your fire going. But using a fire steel, it's fun. It's a good challenge. It's something everyone should have in their back pocket. I'm not going out in the woods without my Bic lighter, but it always is nice to have a few extra ways to start a fire, just in case that Bic lighter decides not to work that one in a bajillion times. But so anyway, that's all there is to using one of these suckers. Like I said, the hardest challenge of the whole flint and steel and ferro rod is getting the right tinder. You can beat yourself up pretty good looking for tinder, and if you don't have good stuff, I've sat out in the woods for a long time, striking and striking and striking and striking, and it's no love because I had the wrong tinder. So take that extra time beforehand to gather a good tinder. As I'm hiking, if I see some paper birch or something like that, I'll strip off those little pieces and I'll put them right under my hat. Get them up there on my head where it's warm, especially if it's a little bit wet out. That helps dry that stuff out. And I always keep a little bit up there in the hat or in my person, in my shirt, I'm against my body heat. And so I always just got that little bit of tinder. Eyeballs are always on the ground, always looking at trees, looking for that good dry tinder, because when you when you need it and you don't have it, it sucks. Anyway, thanks for stopping by again, and we'll be putting out more videos as often as we can, and I hope you guys keep coming by for a visit, and have a great day.